Hey, what's up, guys? So another update on AMC stock, especially after the comments coming from the CEO that we received yesterday on Twitter about, hey, he said it's not because we're doing nothing that it means that nothing is being done behind the scenes, especially as as far as pouncing the shorts. And here is a little bit of hint that I think we should be kind of expecting. This is pure speculation from me here, folks. So just to set the record straight, because when I look at what Bed Bath and Beyond did, Bed Bath and Beyond had a new CEO, a new leadership in play, and I think they had to buy about 230,000 worth of shares. And the same day, the stock jumped 24%. 24%. Now, it gave me a little bit of hint about what might also come here when it comes to the earnings call, because if you read in between the lines, as Adam Aron, the CEO, kind of suggested to people holding AMC stock, I would think, this is something we already talked about many times before. I wouldn't be surprised if we hear about, first of all, outstanding earnings, but on the tail of that, we also have either a buyback program or maybe a dividend. So based on what happened with Bed Bath and Beyond, I will go more with maybe a buyback program. But either way, it's kind of the same thing, because when he says read between the lines, for me, it's a hint about, hey, we have something underneath our sleeves. We may have even more than just one thing underneath our sleeves that we are kind of waiting on for the due time, for the most favorable window, in order to shoot our shot. To shoot our shot at shorts, and they will get squeezed so much more than what we had, back in the highest of June 2020, when the stock, June 2021, when the stock went to what, $72 a share. Because a buyback program, all right, buyback program means we might have to buy shares in blocks, and we all know that the blocks have it's like a kryptonite for the shorts. It will force some of the shorts to start covering. And when they do, especially those that came in very, very, very late in the process, when AMC was going down from the 20s or the mid 20s, right now in the 10s, those will be the guys that will be the most vulnerable if we have a buyback program. I mean, 24%, looking at what happened with Bed Bath and Beyond, I wouldn't be surprised if we have maybe a 50% run with AMC, and that could ultimately have, an ultimum kind of mixed in terms of different drivers, causing not only one rally but multiple rallies coming into the play. Now, what is very, very important and interesting about this is that the CEO, among leadership, is looking at this play with our own eyes, the eyes of the shareholders, the retailers holding AMC stock. Why? Because we are what? We own more than, I would say we own more than 100%. And if you look at how the institutionals are also holding up, the number around their ownership, it's crazy. So some of the articles are telling us that, well, the AMC, the CEO doesn't understand how short selling works. And my response to that will be, they don't understand what is going on with this play. And when you are someone like us, like you watching, and you've been here for the last 2 years, you know exactly what is at stake and what is at play. And that's why, we need to be a lot more patient, and just a little bit more patient, I should say. Not a lot more, a little bit patient, because I think we are kind of hovering a little bit closer, week after week, month after month, closer to our due date. Because when that comes, the whole market is going to know that finally we were right all along.